us your name and which startup company you're working with here at Startup Weekend this weekend.
So I'm Rex Salisbury. We started with the startup lending circles. We've since changed the name to StokFel, though the concept has remained relatively the same.
Yeah, so my questions are mainly here focusing on what people are using to figure things out or get things done and kind of put the company together. So what type of things have you been working with while you've been here to make it happen?
Yeah, so our primary goal throughout this thing has been, or one of the things we spent the most time on has been trying to figure out who our customers are and how we can serve them. So for us, that's been doing a lot of market research and getting some numbers around who we're looking at, why we're looking at them, and what we can expect to get out of that. So to that end, we haven't been doing development work or programming. I've mainly been going through all sorts of different news sources, media outlets, scholarly journals. There's some great, we're looking at stuff that's around kind of financial issues for individuals. So some great news outlets are things like, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the regulatory filings for certain companies that might be providing products to customers that we're already interested in. The FDIC has some awesome numbers that we went and looked through. So a lot of different sources, some of which are scholarly, some of which are governmental, and other which are media-based. So that's been my primary tools, and as well as just brainstorming with our colleagues. One of the ideas of our startup is that we want to allow people to use social networks to empower themselves financially. And I think one of the biggest tools we've used is just by meeting as a group of minds, we all put in our own 2 cents, and what we get is something larger than the sum of the parts. And so that's been the biggest thing. That's obviously the whole idea behind all of Startup Weekend. So besides just all the media and everything, the most powerful things we've had is just to be able to brainstorm with each other. No one's ever going to come to Startup Week or going and sitting in front of a computer by yourself for however many hours of Startup Week would be a pretty lonely, demoralizing task. But if you come here and you work with a bunch of people, it's energizing, it's exciting, you get new insight, you get all sorts of things you wouldn't have been able to do on yourself. Even if it's your idea, you simply don't have the wherewithal to sit down and actually apply that and really start thinking about what that means.
Sounds great. Well, I wish you the best of luck today when the judges show up, and good luck.
Thanks.